Work from home or office?
Office.
I knew you would be confused. Because you already mentioned that 2 hours you get to speak to somebody else, but then you even miss office.
Because जो वहाँ पे मजा आता है ना वो कभी-कभी घर पे नहीं, because that home is nice, but office gives you that entire, it gives you some amount of.
Kaustubh Sonalkar started his journey as a cricketer where he played for Under-19 India Ranji Trophy Mumbai. He then dabbled into music, had 3-4 music offers of composition in Bollywood, later released his own album Dastoor. Currently, he is the HR head of SR and is doing great in his career. For him, the most satisfying part of his career has been working with the United Nations, where he traveled in 78 countries, working in all the godforsaken places, and has amazing stories about this to share. He has recently released his book called Fetch Your Own Coffee, which is the #1 bestseller in India, and 2 more books are on their way.
Hello, Mr. Kaustubh. It's a pleasure to have you on our show here. And we are going to ask you interesting questions, and we hope that we get amazing answers which our audience would love to watch. Now, since the times are testing, your wisdom on how an HR leader can handle difficult situations would be an immense value add to our audience. So, how are you able to motivate your teams under these conditions?
I think these times are unprecedented. They were unprecedented. So the most important piece, forget HR, but anybody can actually manage these situations as from empathy is the key element. So if you are empathetic towards people, you know exactly what the people are going to need. I think that's the most important piece to manage. Instead of saying how will I get them productive, how do I get them to work more, whether I should cut their salaries or keep them salaries, whether I should keep jobs or not. I think those things come later because those are far more material. But initially, it's more about being empathetic, understanding what they need, build that engagement with people, give them that comfort, use technology to connect with them. Make sure that you are connected with you and your team. If you alone cannot do it, but the teams actually get connected to, and have simple, easy chats with them. Build engagement levels with them via various programs which are engagement oriented with. They don't feel that they are away from office. Get them to do stuff like the music programs, the yoga, this, and keep them engaged, because work, I believe, is the most engaging piece which they would be dying for. Give them the facilities, the kind of connectivity that they need at home, and the tools that they need, and provide them with that comfort of saying, don't worry, you're all okay, your jobs are safe, and keep giving them that reassurance on every now and then. I think it's a very simple. Keep it simple.
And when you mentioned, that there have been chats, so they have been one-on-one, or they have been over video call, or how does it take place?
See, one-on-one chats are something that we always encourage, and I believe that while we are a huge organization, when you have people and your team split and have those, just one call in a week is also okay. You can have a coffee over a video call and just talk nothing, but just have nothing, meaning don't talk work and talk everything which is very comforting to the other person. I think that gives a lot of somewhere it gives you that connect, and I think that emotional connect is the most important piece of any discussion in these times. And just try to be as simple, and then do one to many as well. So you have teams coming together. A lot of times we have had coffee sessions with people on video, and we've told them that come together as teams, because they had also not met each other for a long time. So when they met each other on video, they're very happy. So it's nice to. We did several sessions, and the beauty about video and technology is that you can connect not only with people within India but outside of India.
I'm going to say you a statement, like the first half of it, and you will give me the second half. Works?
Wow, yeah, okay.
Okay, and it has to be very fast. Like the first thing which comes in your mind, you have to say it. No pause in between. We'll start?
Okay.
Okay. I wish to.
To sing,
The first thought after I woke up.
to travel to Switzerland.
I want to start.
Flying.
Fast, it has to be faster. I have never been.
I have never been scared.
Time is.
Precious.
Today has been.
Fabulous.
Reading is.
Hobby.
Music to me is.
Passion.
I started the day.
With a very positive thought.
I want to buy.
A villa.
I went out.
No.
My superpower is.
Nothing.
Nothing. I am.
Simple.
Great. And how do you realize that something is bothering to people who are directly reporting to you, both during normal times as well as now in the lockdown era?
Yeah, there is, but I guess that I believe is a very personal equation that you should have with your friend. And I believe in having a very, it has to be a relationship which is not built on any hierarchy. It has to be a one-to-one relationship, because finally it's a human-to-human relationship which matters. It doesn't matter, what you say, and that I've always believed that you don't book a calendar to meet your boss. You walk into your boss's room, or you walk into your team member's room, and give them that comfort that whenever you need me, I'm always there with you. Or whenever you have anything, you can discuss anything and everything with me. Even if you want to, even if you're thinking of taking a decision in your life, moving on in your career, be honest, have a chat, let's have a chat, and then I think it's always, because the relationships that you build are not for a particular, it doesn't. I don't believe relationships come with an expiry date. They are always built over lifetimes.
And now, when these things happen, like how do you get, a pulse of it, कि हाँ ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है, and we need to make it, things appropriate for this person or, this colleague. How does it happen then?
See, any individual, when you know that individual better and you are interacting with that person so much, and then you have built that relationship with that person, you will realize it from their eyes. You would realize it from their entire body language that there is something which is bothering you. It always happens when you see that person. Even the tone on the phone tells you a lot. Because sometimes a person picks up the phone and says, "Hey, hi, how are you doing?" And sometimes he says, "Hello, how are you doing? What's up? What do you want me to do?" So there is something bothering him. You realize that, I don't know how, but that basic, you have that sixth sense, looking at the person's eyes, the way the person, he or she talks, walks, behaves. You realize there is something wrong, or something is either wrong, or something is the person is very happy. So it shows up. I think that's important.
And what about the people who are not reporting to you directly? How do you get to know, that something is bothering them, their moods, their anxieties?
See, it is something that you people who don't report to me, but I believe in having a relationship which is across levels, across hierarchies. So I would have a relationship today also with the watchman who opens the door to the promoter who is my boss. So wow. I would basically know them, what could be just that's not I guess that's the nature. So you talk to everybody, and I know something. If somebody, there has been somebody who come and said that मेरा बेटे का job नहीं हो रहा है. Someone comes and says that no, my पगार ठीक नहीं है. Someone says that मेरा role ठीक नहीं है, मेरा boss तंग करता है, मेरी बीवी तंग करती है. So all those things have actually come in every which way. Not always that you can solve anybody's problem, but even listening to that, or giving a ear to what you want, I think that solves most of your problems. And not always that you need to say that, oh yeah, मैं अभी कर दूंगा. You are not a genie to solve anybody's problem. But listening, it doesn't cost you anything, right? So you just go listen to them, and whatever best you can do, you try your best to help, and you make a genuine effort.
And during normal times, During the normal times, how do you usually maintain culture in your organization? Like, are there, number of face-to-face meetings, or there are some different types of activities? Does non-verbal communication play a role here?
See, I believe that when you have a very structured meeting format, it becomes very structured. So if I say, Nafisa, come and meet me at 10:30, we're going to have a meeting and we will discuss some agenda. Yeah. Unless it's a very business agenda, then you can have a structured meeting. But if it's a very individual, you should say that, Nafisa, hi, Nafisa, can you meet for 5 minutes for a cup of coffee? Then you can always say that, no, not now. Let's do it at 4 o'clock. Fine, let's do it at 4 o'clock. Go out, go have a cup of coffee in the cafeteria down there. Just discuss, and I think that's the best way. The casual discussions are the best way of, and that's where verbal, non-verbal, everything comes out, and I think that's when you pick the pulse of the organization.
Managing people requires an exceptional level of people skills. Simply Boy Talk works with HR teams in order to unravel different ways on how they can deal with stressful situations, refine their interviewing process, be the connecting bridge between the teams, and lots more, all using the right kind of non-verbal communication.
And how about your interaction with people from different cultures? It can be both within India and internationally. Do you need to make and use some techniques, so that your communication is smoother with them?
See, you need to be culturally sensitive. What works maybe in India doesn't work in Middle East, and what works in Middle East doesn't work in the UK, or what works in Europe doesn't work in US. So you be your natural self. Don't I don't believe in changing my style, but just be aware about what works where, and rather than sometimes there are certain styles which may not work in a particular geography. So be very aware about it. But otherwise, don't change your style. If at all you're friendly, you're a person who will. I think that's if you're original, everybody likes it. If you're made up, someday you will give up.
True. So, do you have some interesting examples which you would like to share about, interaction with different culture, and how did you manage it really well?
See, it was it was in the Middle East. Middle East, we have a very showy style in India. When we go and meet somebody, आप कुछ ना कुछ लेके जाते हैं और फिर उसके हाथ में दे देते हैं और बोलते हैं very good, this is what it is, and you expect the person to open it and say wow, that's how we expect that reaction on the ground. So in the Middle East, when I first went to Middle East, it was a very simple thing. It was not something that I was aware of. So I like a very I took a gift and I went and met somebody who was a fairly senior guy and was from the Middle East. So I handed over the gift to the guy in his hand. Yeah, and I expected him to open it, nothing happened. He didn't do it, and he just kept it aside, and that was it. And then I thought, what happened? And then it was like it was very embarrassing when I got to know about this, that they don't like it. You got to just go and leave it somewhere, and then and people, you don't expect them to do anything, and then they so that's their style. And it was it was a huge deal for us, and something went wrong, but I had to go back to the individual because he took an offense to the act, and he sent the gift back to us.
Oh.
And it was like a big deal. So I in the next 2 days I was just breaking my head to say what happened and ये कैसे correct करें, because मुझे तो ये पता ही नहीं था. So I went next day to him after 2 or 3 days, and I went to him and said, I'm sorry, but this is not what I meant. This is how it is in India. This is how we do it in India, and we don't. I think the other style which I realized is I went and said sorry to him, and I said sorry, and he kind of reciprocated, saying that I like this way of accepting a mistake and then coming back and saying sorry and that. And there was an order which was of X value for us, and we got an order which was a double that value. because
Wow, great.
and of course that gift did come back to us, but we did manage to crack the deal. And the individual today is one of my very good friends. But
Wow.
what I realized over a period of time, that there are certain sensitivities that you don't realize, and we just go ahead and so before you do a certain, you need to be sensitive about the culture. You need to be sensitive about the geography, and you learn with mistakes. And if you have committed a mistake, accept it. Yeah, what is there?
And last, some words which you would like to share with our audience to leave them with something to inspire them.
I don't think I can inspire anybody, but
Oh, you can. You have been from music to writing to your corporate culture, yeah, and like amazing way of life. Of course, you can. Please do share.
my whole two bit would be that be passionate about what you do. Keep yourself as simple as possible. Be original. Don't do anything which because somebody else tells you to do or because somebody else does it. Play to your strength. Never, because a lot of time people try to improve their weakness और उसी में जिंदगी निकल जाती है. Because then my favorite example is if Sachin Tendulkar was a good batsman and you wanted him to be a bowler, you would lose a great batsman. So play to your strength, and play to what you like the most and be passionate about it. That's it.
Oh, okay. So we'll end this on a very good note, and that is by playing a game again. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so I'll be giving you two words, this or that, and you would tell me that what is of your interest more, so that we come to know you more better. Okay?
Okay.
Singing or cricket?
Cricket.
Cold or hot?
Cold.
Lunch or dinner?
Dinner.
Mobile or laptop?
Mobile.
LinkedIn or Facebook?
LinkedIn.
In person or video call?
In person.
Time or money?
Time.
Work from home or office?
Office.
I knew you would be confused. Because you already mentioned that 2 hours you get to speak to somebody else, but then you even miss office.
I know. Yeah. Because जो वहाँ पे मजा आता है ना वो कभी-कभी घर पे नहीं. Because that home is but office gives you that entire, it gives you some amount of, you meet more people, you do something, you've got your own setup. There's some different maza in office also.
So, work from home or office? I come back again. Office. Customized or ready-made?
Customized.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, Mr. Kaustubh. You have shared amazing experiences. Our audience would really love to know. You're truly a non-verbal champion.
Thank you so much, Nafisa. It was great interacting. I just hope, it was worthwhile.
Yes, it really was. And dear audience, if you really like this show of Non-Verbal Champion, do subscribe to our channel Simply Body Talk, because we do have amazing guests like Mr. Kaustubh. Thank you so much again, Mr. Kaustubh.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.